America is dealing with a housing affordability crisis that is affecting every community from coast to coast. There's a lack of supply in the marketplace. We've got high interest rates that are keeping people locked in their existing homes, and we've got a regulatory environment that makes it harder and harder for builders to build homes affordably. And so we've got lack of housing supply, and we've got an affordability problem.
Here's how houses are built and where that process can get unaffordable. First, you have to find some land, and that's where you'll find your first major hurdle, zoning.
Every piece of land anywhere is already set with a certain zoning. So if we want to knock down a house and build several more houses in place of it, or if we want to build a home maybe with apartments above or some commercial space below, we have to go through all these zoning changes, have to go to the county, the towns, get approval. It all impacts the cost and time frame of construction.
These changes would all require the local government, like a city council, to rezone that plot of land. Now you have to prepare the land. That can include the cost of demolishing that old house. And it will probably mean following local and federal requirements like getting environmental reports, checking for contaminants in the soil, or creating a plan for stormwater. They take time, they cost money, including hiring expert consultants. And all of that impacts the ability to deliver an affordable home. Then you have to go back to that local city council with your big plans to get approval, and they will charge you an impact fee for several $1,000s. Infrastructure development is expensive, so more and more state and local governments have put that burden on the new consumer in town. Of course, in order to sell a house at an affordable price, you have to build that house at an affordable price, which is why most affordable homes get some kind of financial help, like the Low-Income Housing Tax Credit, where you get direct cash help if you'll later rent or sell to families who meet certain conditions. But the biggest cost to a home builder is the actual building of the house. About half of that cost is materials, especially lumber. And if you get certain tax credits or want to sell to certain first-time home buyers with federal loans, you'll have to build to federal energy codes. That usually means having thicker lumber, unnecessarily thick insulation, and windows. Then there's the cost of the labor.
For every home we build, you're talking at least 20 different trade partners, which is even exponentially more individuals than that working on each home. So all those bills coming in for each and every laborer working on the home.
And throughout the build, you have to get city permits and have building inspectors come out. Understaffing at City Hall or in these trades can lead to months of delays. And time is money. Once you get everything inspected and approved, you can finally sell or rent that house. But for it to be affordable depends entirely on this process and how much each step costs. While this process puts most of the pressure on local and state governments, there are things the federal government can do to lower its burden of that regulatory stack.
NHB created a 10-point plan to reduce the impediments to creating more housing. We call it the blueprint to addressing the housing affordability crisis. And it really is a roadmap for local, state, and federal governments to reduce those regulatory burdens. Any level of government can use it. It's a great starting point to finding that way forward.